Today's episode is a reaction to a video posted by O'Shea Duke Jackson titled Stephen Twitch Boss Deleted Himself for This Reason. O'Shea stated that based on reports he heard from unnamed sources that Twitch deleted himself because he either lost all or most of his money due to the collapse of cryptocurrency. Now, I don't think this theory is true because Twitch life is a rags to riches story. Now, if O'Shea's account is true, it would be the first time in my over 6 years on earth that I've heard of a black man deleting himself for losing his money. See, most of us grew up in poverty know that money is a fleeting thing. If we lose all of our cash today, we'll find a way to get more tomorrow. Each day brings new opportunities to get more money, right? Either by hook or crook. So it seems to me that a poor black man might delete himself over many things, but money isn't one of those things. Now, what do you think? Let's talk about it. For nearly 2 years, I've been on YouTube trying to provide information that would help men, black men in particular, build generational wealth for their families. My local goal was to create enough wealthy black families to establish viable economies in every black community across the country. But I've had trouble getting black people on YouTube to subscribe to my channel because my people are more attracted to the fake financial gurus with the get-rich-quick schemes. Now, I have 45 years in the financial services industry, which is longer than most of the fake YouTube financial gurus have been alive. And see, I share knowledge that everyone who grew from poverty to wealth through investing used to become millionaires. But the problem with me is I teach you how to build wealth the right way. Now, the right way takes time, but it creates enough wealth to be passed on to 2 or 3 generations of your family. The fake gurus, on the other hand, teach you that you can get it quickly, and you folks choose them over me. Therefore, you either lose or never get any money. See, they scam you guys with the one get-rich-quick scheme after another: cryptocurrency, forex trading, real estate investing, infinite banking, and so on. And a lot of you guys have lost most or all of your money by investing in these schemes, but I never heard of anyone deleting themselves over it. See, Twitch's case may be 1 in a million incident, but black men generally have no history of doing this. And contrary to popular belief, there was more than one Black Wall Street before the Tulsa riot burned that Black Economic Center down in 1921. See, America was highly segregated during that time in history, and black people were not allowed to shop in white-owned stores or eat at their lunch counters. See, white people would not clean black people's clothes, repair our shoes, or cut our hair. Therefore, we had to open our own dry cleaners, our barbershops, beauty salons, clothing stores, restaurants, hotels, and so on. Just like we see a Chinatown in almost every major city today, there were black communities in almost every city that had a thriving business economy. However, it wasn't white folks that rioted and burned those business communities down. Black people rioted during the 60s and 70s and burned our own business communities down. See, that's why the average black area of every major city looked like bombed out war zones. Those once thriving business communities are now areas of highly concentrated poverty. But now, do you see black people deleting themselves over this every day? No. See, they do what they have to do to get to the next payday. Now, I wish I could have had the opportunity to teach more of my people that when it comes to investing, the combination of time and compound interest is undefeated. And too many of my people get taken or conned out of your money and your investment money because you have a desire to get rich quick. See, most people saw crypto as a way to get rich quick. Therefore, over the past 7 to 8 years, some of my friends and family have been asking me if they should invest in cryptocurrency. Now, I told them that I didn't know enough about it to say whether or not it's a good investment. However, from my study of cryptocurrency, I could see that it was extremely volatile and it appears to have no ceiling. Now, if an investment has or appears to have no ceiling, that means that it also has no floor. And this indicates that it could fly high, sky high today and bottom out or to zero out tomorrow. So I told them, if you want to invest money in cryptocurrency, treat it like money you're going to take to the casino. Don't gamble with money that you can't afford to lose. And always remember Gupta's law of convenient anomalies. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Now, the average preacher is not going to tell you this, but the desire to get rich quick is a character flaw. Okay, it's the result of excess lust and greed. See, lust is an inordinate desire for something such as money, and greed is the desire to get something for nothing or to get more out than you were willing to put into something, such as a relationship or an investment. Now, one of my friends who asked me about cryptocurrency several times is a pastor. Lust and greed are two of the 7 deadly sins, and it's hard to save people, even pastors, from the deadly sins of lust and greed. He got so caught up in the lust for money that he started a business around cryptocurrency investing. But the problem is he began leading his followers to invest in it as well. And I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I wonder if the people who follow him invested in crypto. And if they did, I wonder if some of them are looking to sue him, just like many people are currently suing all of those entertainers for endorsing FTX and leading them to lose their money. Ladies and gentlemen, the best investments are the ones that have proven to be good investments over a long period of time. Index funds are a good long-term investment, and I started putting my clients in index funds back in 1979, so it irks me to see the financial gurus on YouTube acting like index funds are some new and exciting thing. See, I use index fund in combination with other things to help 1,238 of my clients accumulate $1.98 billion in wealth for their families collectively, and that averaged out to $1.6 million per family. See, those who want a more detailed explanations on how you can make your family a millionaire too, you should just go to drwillenterprises.com and preview my course, Money Does Grow on Trees. Now, that course will show you how to grow millions of dollars on your family tree. It'll also share with you how to use the same information that Fortune 500 corporations have used for over a century to generate billions of dollars in wealth for their family of companies. Now, if you're a financial planner, insurance agent, a realtor, or anyone who earns commission through outside sales, you should also go to my website and sign up for the Insurance Agent Business Accelerator course. Now, it'll teach you how to grow your sales from 0 to 6 figures within 90 days, and you'll learn the techniques that people who currently work with you use to generate 6-figure sales that they will never share with you. And you can also learn to teach your clients how to use the magic of time and compound interest to build wealth, because they work all the time and every time. With investing slow and steady, our brothers and sisters, that wins the race, okay? And speed kills. If you're a young man in your 20s, you can be a millionaire by the time you reach your mid-40s. That is, if you begin executing the Money Does Grow on Trees wealth building plan today. And while other men are still trying to make ends meet in their 40s, you could be making plans to retire early. See, family is the key to achieving this success plan, all right? Therefore, it is important to find a good woman who shares your vision and is willing to help you fulfill your dreams. Now, I'm not talking about rap dreams or hoop dreams, all right? Those are dreams of man-sized boys, not real men. When it comes to choosing a woman, don't go for the beauty queen or the IG models like rappers and ball players would do. That type of woman is more likely to leave you for a man that has more money than you. So find a woman who has a beautiful spirit and character, like Denzel Washington's wife, Pauletta. See, Miss Pauletta is never going to win a Miss America beauty contest, but she helped her husband become successful professionally and raise a beautiful family privately. And listen to how her famous son talked about his mother.
The following is presented under Title 17 U.S. Code 107 that allows fair use of a copyrighted work for the purposes of criticism, teaching, and parody. Any attempt to infringe upon the right of fair use will result in an immediate legal response.
Being the son of Denzel Washington was...
And Pauletta Washington.
And Paul, thank you. And
who
Pauletta
was
Washington.
earning more money than he was when they married, before they got married. She was on Broadway working. She paid for the first date. She paid the bill, paid the cab ride. So, a classically trained pianist, went to Juilliard. She's a great artist in her own right, and I learned a lot from her. My father taught me how to hunt. My mother taught me how to love.
My understanding about family dynamics as it relates to wealth building makes me wonder what type of support or help was Twitch getting from his wife. Now, if he really loved her, I wonder why he decided to take himself out and leave her and his children with virtually nothing. Brothers, unless you set up a trust fund where your family will be taken care of for the rest of their life, your wife and children don't get anything from your insurance policies when you delete yourself. And the foundation of every good trust fund is a life insurance policy. So it'll protect you and your family from having to pay sky-high inheritance taxes. However, if you take yourself out, your actions will remove that protection, and although you left them some money, your family could still end up in poverty. And taking your life, brothers, is a selfish act. It is the coward's way out. So if what O'Shea says is true in terms of Twitch losing all of his money, perhaps he didn't want to go back into a life of poverty. And again, if what O'Shea said is right, I think it's appalling that he didn't have someone that could help to him summon the courage to stay alive and lead his family through it. And all the statistics indicate that when children have no father in the home, they are more likely to live in poverty. And all the statistics also indicate that when rich men lose their fortune, they always find a way to gain it back again. Now, nothing is final in life, brothers, but death. And if you take yourself out in the middle of the game, of life, you have no way to win. And see, there are two things that every young man must understand about the game of life. Number one, there's no safe position in life because you can't get out of life alive. And number two, life is not a spectator sport. See, most men never win the game of life because they are afraid to take the hits. Therefore, they choose to sit in the bleachers or watch the game of life from the sidelines where they think it's safe, but they find out eventually that life will come up in the stands and slap you right in front of God and everybody. So since you have to take some hits anyway, you might as well come down on the field and get in the game. This way, you'll not only have an opportunity to win the game, you'll also have a chance to hit back. Now, the primary thing that young men must understand about investment markets, and especially those dealing with currency, is that they are volatile. See, you can lose money today and gain it back tomorrow. For example, people who lost money in the market in 2019 through 2021 during the pandemic gained it all back in 2022. The Dow opened in January 2020 at 28,868.8 points and then opened at 36,585 points in January 22, which is a gain of 7,716.2 points. And see, the moral of the story is never take yourself out over lost money. If you know how to make money and you lose some, you can always get it back. And brothers and sisters, I hope those of you who subscribed to my channel enjoyed the knowledge and information that I shared in this video, because this is my last one. Now, I spent 2 years making highly produced videos with information that is new and true that nobody told you, but I only receive a very few views. Now, most people who say they want to create generational wealth spend their time watching the fake get-rich-quick YouTube gurus. Therefore, I will be switching gears and going into another direction, since my people have shown me that they are not ready to do what is necessary to become wealthy. In the meantime, you can still go to my website, drwillenterprises.com, and find all the information you need to lay a spiritual foundation for your life, create generational wealth for your family, build a business, and increase your man Q. All right, amen.